talk to you guys. You guys are very, very special. Trust me. This guacamole is slamming. How many of you guys like guacamole? Put it in the comments down below. Let me know. Just check real fast. Make sure I'm live. Yes, I am. Matter of fact, let me make an adjustment right now. And make sure this is on. Oh, I can't do that right now. Okay. Sorry. Just make sure I can see the comments. Let's get this party started. Yes. Had a very, very long day today. That's why I didn't go live earlier. Had a lot to do. And I got it done. So, anytime you can get a bunch of stuff done in one day, then it's a win. So, yeah. Let's clap it up for ourselves. All right, so over the weekend, I went to New York, and I had the pleasure of visiting the B&H Photo. For those of you guys who've never been to B&H in New York, check out the video that I posted when I went to B&H. I think you guys will like it, especially if you're into technology. And I went there specifically so I can look at this device. It's called an Ozbot. And there's many different kinds of Ozbots. And the reason why I like these Ozbots is because they're cameras and they have AI technology built in that enables you to like have the camera follow you around. So in other words, you can kind of like live stream, and you can take video also without live streaming, and you can have the device follow you as you're moving, which makes it seem like, you know, you have a camera person, which is dope. So I want to, there's a couple different kinds of Ozbots too. There's quite a few of them. I want to show you guys a video showing you guys what it can do. But I didn't pick out a video in particular. So we're just going to like look at some random videos and see what the different ones can do. DND to know 80818 says, I'll pay you after I go to the bank. I'm locked out. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea who you are. I'm sorry. What's going on? Joseph Bernard says, what's up, bro? What's up, brother? How are you? All right, so let us tap into a video real fast that's going to show us the difference between two of the Ozbots so I can show you guys what the deal is with both of them explained. And we'll get it going in just 1 second. Yeah, let me make this. Bam. All right. So, can I skip this ad? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. All right, we're gonna watch this guy's video right here. We're gonna give him a chance to explain to us what the difference between the Ozbot is. How do I unmute this? Let me figure it out. Bam, 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 bam. Not getting any audio. 1 second, guys. Bam, 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 bam. Why can't I hear my guy? Give me a second. I'm going to play that over, guys. Technical difficulties per usual. Let me figure this out. Let me take your comment down real fast. If you're joining the stream, I owe you $5. Oh, okay, yeah, yes. You can send that over to me whenever you're ready, and I'll complete your order. No worries, no worries. Don't worry about that. Oh, interesting. Why isn't HDMI 3 on here? That's so weird. Okay. That is so weird. That is so odd. Whoa. Okay. I gotta unplug this and plug this back in. That's weird. Technology fails, bro.
There's not way too much in the background, especially because neither of these webcams really.
Wow. Okay. Now it's there. This is failing me. Oh, here we go.
You have more control over that setting in the software, and I'll show that. These both have the same.
Guys, you gotta bear with me here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let me turn this off right here, and we're good to go. All right, so technical difficulties, guys. You know how these lives are. Live and in person, you get the action up close and personal. So let's check this out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate you. So let's check out what the difference is between an Ozbot Lite and there's two different kinds. And this video is going to explain the Tiny 2 and the Tiny 2 Lite. Put y'all up on game real fast. Check this out. Let's check it out together.
Between these two, I actually recommend the Tiny 2 Lite instead. Let's break it down. First of all, the similarities. Both of these are PTZ pan tilt zoom webcams, which means that they can be rotated horizontally and they can tilt up and down. They also can zoom. This is a digital zoom. Now, you don't actually do this with your hand. It can be controlled in the software and it can track your face. So if you're just moving around the screen, then it will follow you. And you can turn that setting on or off. You have more control over that setting in the software, and I'll show that. These both have the same frame rate and resolution. 4K 30 frames per second, that's their maximum resolution, and then they can do 1080p 60 frames per second also. And both of these are recording in the MJPEG video format. The builds are very similar, though the Tiny 2 is a little bit heavier and the Lite is positioned a little bit differently. They both come with a 60-inch USB-C to C cable.
I think he said he prefers the Tiny 2 Lite, and they look like webcams, but they can also be mounted to tripods, which is why I'm highly considering putting them in the studio so I can stream in the studio and you guys can see exactly what I'm doing in real time. I think it's real valuable. So let's continue on.
USB-C to A adapter if you don't have an extra USB-C slot on your motherboard. Both of these also have built-in microphones if you need them. This is first the audio from the Ozbot Tiny 2. Obviously it's a little bit tinny, picks up a lot of background noise. That's just kind of how webcam microphones are. Switching over, this is the Ozbot Tiny 2 Lite. So very similar deal with these webcam microphones. If you can avoid using them, then I would and get a studio microphone. But if you absolutely need them, they're available. Now let's get into the differences between these webcams, and it's really just the specifications which affects the image quality, because they both pretty much can do all the same things in the software, and the hardware is very similar. So first is the sensor size. The Ozbot Tiny 2 has a 1/1.5 inch sensor and the Tiny 2 Lite is 1/2 inch sensor. So Tiny 2 is significantly bigger. The aperture f1/1.9 on the Tiny 2 and 1/1.8 on the Tiny 2 Lite. Now I'm going to have to make these full screen so that you can really see the difference here. But this is the Tiny 2 Lite, which has a field of view of 79.4 degrees. Not too tight, not too wide, pretty much a perfect length. I think anywhere from like 78 to 86, something like that. Those are pretty good numbers so that there's not way too much in the background, especially because neither of these webcams really have much bokeh or background blur. There's just a little bit of it. But this is the Tiny 2, a little bit wider so that you can be a little bit closer if you need to be. And this has an FOV of 85.
I'm honestly thinking about not getting either one of these cameras because they're too, I don't want to say they're too small, but I think I want the bigger one. I don't think that's for me. Let me try something else. I think I want there's one called the Tail. Let's check that one out. Ozbot Tail and Tail 2. Yeah, these are more of what I want. Auto track live stream PTZ 4K. Ultimate live stream camera. Ozbot Tail Air. All right, let's check this guy's video out and see what he has to say about these.
You're VD.
things.
You might need to work on your mental game.
Let's not get the audio on that.
When you're aroused, your brain releases dopamine.
Does it now? All right, here we go.
World's ultimate live streaming camera. It's also one of the smartest, over-engineered, and useful PTZ cameras
This
on
is
the
what I
market
like.
today.
This is the one I
Now,
want.
the OBSBot Tail Air uses some clever AI-powered
Sorry, guys.
algorithms to perform object tracking with pan-tilt zoom follow shots. Besides being a brilliant live streaming camera with support for up to 3 cameras simultaneously controlled via the app or smart remote controller, it's also a content creator's best friend. Here's why. So if, like me, you're a solo content creator, how on earth are you supposed to get dynamic follow shots like this without a second camera operator? Well, the answer is the OBSBot Tail Air. Because this camera has multiple wired and wireless connections, plus a slot for a micro SD card.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Let's go on Amazon and see how much this one is. Let's go check it out. I think I like this one the best. Let me see. Amazon shopping. OBSBot Tail Air. And this one, this was actually in B&H. OBSBot Tail. All right. All right, so this camera, guys, ready? This camera's a G. I think this is the one he had in the video. It was about $424, and there's the other one that's $1,199. So yeah, those are what we have to choose from, and I think I might start with that one because I'd have to look at both of the parameters and see which one. This probably has full HDMI. That has full HDMI. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. Okay. Just want to show you guys what I was checking out in B&H and why I was checking out. Basically, to be able to live stream and show you guys exactly what I'm doing on the fly while I'm doing it. Now, I want to talk to you guys about a little bit about what I did today in the studio. I got an order for some UVDTF prints, and I printed them out on my iColor DTF UVDTF 3000. All right, guys. If you haven't given UVDTF a try, you need to give UVDTF a try because I think you will like it a lot. I think it's very underrated in the industry, especially when it comes to decorating. And a lot of people, I don't see a lot of people talking about it. And I think once you use it, you can kind of like your wheels start to turn and you kind of understand what you can use it for and what items you can apply it to. I actually got a question in the comments the other day and I didn't get a chance to get back to the guy. If you're watching this video, I apologize. I'm going to answer your question right now. The question was, can UVDTF be applied to hats? And to answer that question, yes, but I don't know because I've never done it. But in theory, yes, because the UVDTF transfers are extremely sticky. And I think they'll be good for hats because you don't really wash hats that often, if at all, right? So I think they can be applied to hats. Those of you guys in the comments that have applied UVDTF to hats, let me know if you have and let me know how it worked out in the comments. All right, especially if you're watching this on replay, if you're not live with me. So the iColor UVDTF 3000, this guy right here, what can I say about this printer, guys? I haven't gotten a UVDTF order in a while, and I haven't printed UVDTFs in a while. And every time I go and use this printer, it always surprises me very much. Here's a few of the items that you can apply UVDTFs to: cups, mugs, candles, bottles, yeah, all types of stuff. Here's a overnight bag, toiletry bags. You got helmets, football helmets, baseball helmets, construction safety helmets, hockey pucks, hockey helmets, baseball helmets, baseball gloves, all types of stuff. But I really think that UVDTF printers are highly, highly underrated in the industry, and they are some of the most reliable printers. Why do I say they're some of the most reliable printers? Because they don't clog. And a lot of you guys are scared of DTF printers because of the head clogging issue, rightfully so, by the way. I highly do not suggest DTF printers for the casual person that's just looking and thinking about getting a DTF printers. I do not recommend them, to be honest. The learning curve is high. Well, it's not that high, but it's kind of high. The learning curve is high when it comes to taking care of the printers. And I just don't think, to be frank and to be honest, I just don't think the average person, I don't want to say it like to be rude, but I don't think the average person is willing, I was going to say competent enough, but I don't think the average person is willing to spend the time with the printer to understand how the printers work enough to get them to not clog. Now, with UVDTF printers, you don't have that issue because the UV ink, it doesn't clog. It doesn't clog. It doesn't clog the print head. And the only way I can tell you that it works is the ink does not cure. It doesn't get hard or doesn't solidify unless it's hit with light. And the ink lines on the back of the UVDTF printer are black, so they don't clog. I've had this sit for a month, 2 months, 3 months off, mind you, not even circulating ink. And this thing does not clog. It does not clog, guys. So if you are thinking about decorating something, I would suggest decorating different items and not so much apparel. Like I said, I think you could do hats with it, shirts, left chest maybe, full chest. It's gonna be too much, and but items like mugs, glasses, small. I've done UVDTF on drumsticks, computers, cars, different stuff like that. Get busy and stop acting dizzy. Got the CMOS labels from you. They look decent, but the BA's Cleaning and Construction Company LLC ones were more like a square. Yeah. So when you give me an image, you have to make sure that it has a transparent background. If you upload an image and it has a white background around it, that's just how it's going to print. If your image is a square image, that's just how it's going to print. So you have to make sure that the image is the way you want it to be. If it doesn't have a square, if a square image, then it's a square image. But if it has a square background, you have to knock that out, right? So that it prints with the sticker can contour around the image. So yeah. Joseph Bernard says, how long will you think it will last on a hat because has very vibrant colors? How long do I think it'll last on a hat? I think it'll last forever on a hat, to be honest, because as long as you're not putting the hat in a dryer, then I think it'll last as long as you wear the hat. And like, if you're not picking on it, like if you're just wearing your hat normal with normal use, it'll last forever. I think that's what I think. I've never tried it yet, and I should try it, but I haven't yet. Next time I get an order, I'm gonna print up some A-Dubb production logos, and I'll put something on a hat, and I'll just have it, and I'll just wear the death out of it to see how I could beat it up to see how long it'll last, but I don't think that you'll have any problems with it on a hat. So let me show you guys how to order if you guys are interested in some UVDTF UVDTF prints. All right. So of course you go to the website, right? AlanAwade.com. And then you go to customs, and then you go to, let me cross this out. Join my mailing list, by the way. Join my email mailing list. And UVDTF custom stickers. You can click on that right there. Or you can go to customs, build a UVDTF gang sheet. Click right there. It takes you to the same sheet. And select the size that you want. All right. Most people, this is enough. Unless you're doing like a whole bunch of mugs and tumblers and stuff like that. Then you want to get something a little bit bigger. And then you go here, and then you go build the gang sheet. It opens up my gang sheet builder. You go start a new gang sheet, and you can go select right here to upload an image. And you can go to, let's go this, for example. I'll just grab that and open that up, and it'll load it up. You click it once, drops it on there. Boom. Move it all around. You can flip it, dip it, all right? Duplicate it. Where you duplicate image right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. All right, and then you press save to cart, save, and then you go pay for it, and then I get the order. Bada bing, bada boom, and that is how you do that. I need to get some done for our podcast and brand. Okay. So go to the website, AlanAwade.com, build a gang sheet, upload your podcast image, and I can print them out tomorrow. Print them out tomorrow for you and send them out tomorrow afternoon. Because it'll be nice if you were to print them out today. I got a UVDTF order today, and that's shipping out tomorrow morning. Because they put the order in fairly late in the day, like mid-afternoon. But if you put in your order tonight or tomorrow morning, then it's going to ship late morning. So yeah, UVDTFs in particular, this eye color right here, highly underrated printer. It is not cheap. If you click right here, you can see it's $13,000. But the good thing about it is you don't have to worry about it clogging. Very reliable printer. Yeah, so that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Also, put in your DTF orders. What resolution you need? At least 300 DPI, 300 dots per square inch, but the highest resolution that you can send, that will be fine. The highest resolution that you can send will be fine. So, also made a bunch of hoodies today. Getting a lot of orders for hoodies. This is my Chain University. I made one for myself because my old one, what I did, I'm changing up on my site. I'm making everything in higher quality hoodies. So the price on the hoodies are about to go up because the price on my blanks are high. They're custom blanks, so you can't get them from anywhere. But these are high quality blanks. And yeah, this is one of the ones I embroidered today. And you guys probably did not check my Instagram stories, but if you follow me on Instagram, you would have saw that I embroidered them today. Let me see if I can show you guys some clips from my Instagram stories. Here's me today embroidering one out. All right, and there's one right there. All right, and after that, there's another one I did, another order I did. I did two of these today, Delaware State University. Here's me printing today's orders of DTF prints on a DTF printer. So you guys can check that out right there. Put in your DTF orders, AlanAwade.com for that. And you guys can see how good the prints came out in the next clip right there. Look at this. Look how fantastic they look. Yes. All right. So yeah, AlanAwade.com for your UVDTF orders or regular DTF orders. You said, what about patches? What about embroidered patches? Embroidered patches are a little bit different, a little bit more intricate. I do those too. So you can email me your design, right, at adubbproductions@gmail.com, ADUBB productions at gmail.com, and I'll get along with what size you want the patch to be and how many patches you want, and I'll get back to you with a price quote. I'm gonna make your patches, add the adhesive on the back of the patch so that you can heat apply them yourself. And yeah, so yeah, we also do that too. So yeah, one-time digitizing fee, you got to pay that, and then you just pay according to how many you want. Obviously, the more you want, the less it's going to be, but it still has to make sense, guys. So yep, AlanAwade.com, adubbproductions@gmail.com if you guys are interested in patches or anything like that, or if you have any questions regarding some products on my site. If and when you become a regular customer of mine, then you will get my custom cell phone. So you guys, if you're ever in a pinch, yo, Alan, I'm about to put in an order, then I can get back to you right away. Like, you can call me and say, yo, I got a client, they want their stuff. Okay, I'll get on it. I'll put your order ahead of everybody else's and get it out today if I can, if it's an appropriate time. So that's one of the services that I offer my clients, my regulars, so that I can compete with the bigger companies, guys. And quite frankly, it's kind of weird, right? You would think that you build an audience on your channel, right? Or on your social media platform, whatever platform it is. And I have 136,000 subscribers on the channel, and my views average about 300 or 400 maybe. It's kind of pathetic, to be honest with you. So I got a bunch of people that subscribe for whatever reason that don't consume my content. That's why I make these videos and these lives actually to connect with the people that are watching, and the rest of the people, I think they they subscribed for a reason, and maybe I'm not producing those types of videos anymore, so that's probably why they're not watching. I don't know, maybe they don't have the post notification bells on. I have no clue, guys, but I say that to say I have 136,000 subscribers on my channel. You would think at least 136,000. You would think at least 100 of them, on the very, very low end, order DTFs on a regular basis. I can guarantee you it's way more than that. It's at least, I would think at least 10 to 20 to 30,000 of the people that are subscribed to my channel order DTFs on a regular basis. But not for me. But not for me, guys. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Weirdest thing in the world. So I say that to say, if you're building a social media, make sure you train your audience to be there for the reason that you want them to be there, right? You have to cultivate your followers according to what you're trying to accomplish. And it's my fault because initially I was just making videos just to make videos, playing around and trying to figure out what people like to see. And in the process, I made a lot of different types of videos, and my channel started taking off when I did a lot of tutorial videos teaching people things. So people were on my channel mostly for what they can get, the information that they can get out of me, right? And now that I was blessed enough to acquire enough equipment to build a business, most of my audience, well, I can't even say my audience because they don't watch my stuff. Most of the people that subscribe to my channel were there to get information out of me. And now, like I said, I was fortunate enough to get enough equipment to have a business. They're not here for that. they're not here. I didn't cultivate my audience to buy DTFs or UVDTFs from me. So as far as that part of my business is concerned, I'm pretty much at square one, because that's not what most people are here for, which is okay. Like, I got a nice amount of regular customers, but nowhere near what I think I should have. And it's sad and it sucks. So I want to warn you guys, when you're building a social media platform, make sure you're more strategic, make sure you're more direct, make sure you're building your audience for exactly what it is that you want them to do. And you're posting those types of videos that say that, but you'll never know, like, because when people are building platforms, they're just doing all types of stuff to seeing what people like to watch. So that's where I was. And like I said, I found a lot of success in the tutorials, and the tutorial people are not here to buy DTFs, at least not for me, or UVDTFs, at least not for me, and not get embroidery done, at least not for me, right? But I know for a fact that they get that stuff done, just not for me, which is, it sucks, but it is what it is. All right, I digress. Okay. Terrence says, "What's up, people? What's going on, Terrence?" And oh, that's Terrence Cruel. Okay, Terrence Cruel. Sorry. I do a lot of DTF. So, what's your turnaround time and largest gang sheet? Let's go back to my website. I'll show you. My turnaround time is pretty much next day. Because like I said, I don't get that many orders, right? So my turnaround time is next day. And that's what's good about ordering from me, because I don't get that many orders. So it's going to be yours, right? So like today, for example, I had a UVDTF order, 120 inch long gang sheet of regular DTFs, and I had 4 hoodies to make. So that's pretty much all I had to do today. So go to my website, go to customs, go to build your DTF gang sheet, and here you go. You can go from 22 by 24 all the way to 22 by 400 inch, right? I'm in the way of that. You can't really see it. But yeah, on my website, AlanAwade.com, yeah, you can select any gang sheet you want. And the cool thing about the gang sheet builder, right? When you go inside the gang sheet builder, if you pick a size and that size is too little as you're putting your images on, you can just go right here and you can click down and you can select the next biggest one, and it'll adjust right there with your images on it, and you can start filling that. And if that's too small, boom, you can go all the way up to 22 by 400, right? And you could also just order 2 of, if 400 is not long enough for you, then you can just build one, then build another one. Some customers do that also. And you can also select the quantity of that specific gang sheet that you want. And yeah, so I think that is big enough for most people, And if it's not, like I said, you can order one, add it to the cart, then build another one. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got those options. So Shania Cruz, hey, big brother. Hey, how are you? How are you? Been a long time, haven't seen you. Chris Davis says, "What's your website?" My website is AlanAwade.com. Let me type it in the chat so you guys can see and I can put it on the screen. Let me join my live on my cell phone and I can type it in. Somebody type it in for me, AlanAwade.com. Let's go back to the site right here. Hold on. Let me bring this on the screen and let me just go to the site. Leave site. Go to site. So this is it. You can go to adubbproductions.com or alanawade.com. So let me type it in also. Let me try to get there real fast. How come it won't let me? How come it won't? This is so weird. My phone won't let me. My phone won't let me join my live. This is so crazy. Technology is just failing me right now. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna type it in. Let me grab the URL actually. AlanAway.com. Boom. Copy back here and then paste here. Boom. Boom. All right. So there we go. Found it. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. So that's cool. The largest I ordered before was 22 by 200. So yeah, I got you covered. I got you covered. Yep. So Shay says she's doing great. Thank you for asking. Getting back into the groove of the tube. Take your time. Take your time. You've missed absolutely nothing. Chris Davis says he found it, and here is my website, AlanAway.com or ADubbProductions.com. Takes you to the same website. What is a resolution? What resolution does the pic have to be? It's always best to upload the highest resolution image you can, but in order to get a good image, I'd say a minimum of 300 DPIs. I've printed out way lower resolution images before, but don't make it too low because I don't want to send you something that you won't like, and I can't create a high quality image out of a low quality image, right? I can only print what you send me. So send me the best possible image you can. Some people have sent me thumbnails before. It's kind of annoying. I don't like when you blow up your image and it's a small couple kilobytes big and it looks like crap when I print it out. But yeah, if that's what you want and that's all you have, then go ahead and send it. But you know, I prefer to give you something nice and high quality. Let me show you something else I got on my site, guys. So this stuff right here, merch. I sell these. I gotta add some more to the collection. I've actually done a lot more. Ooh, Bodine High School is not up there. Oh yeah, it is. It is. I just added it recently. And these I gotta change because I'm selling out of the last few of the low quality hoodies. This is a 10-ounce hoodie right here. That's why this one is so expensive. I gotta change the price for this one because I ran. No, I still have a few of the lower quality hoodies, which are Gildan hoodies, guys. But I want to like ramp up my stuff and make it all like premium, heavy 10-ounce hoodies and crew necks. So yeah, the prices are gonna go up. I also do HBCU stuff, like I got on right now. You see the hoodie I got on right now. Super high quality. Can't get this anywhere. Let me take that off the screen fast. You know what I mean? So excellent. I've done this Clark Atlanta. You guys might have saw the video when I created that in the studio. Cool stuff. So if you went to an HBCU or if you went to a college in general and you want some nostalgic merch made, then hit me up. I can get it done for you guys. I can get it done for you. All right. So AlanAway.com, ADubbProductions@gmail.com. I get what GSM you use. Listen, my hoodies are 10-ounce hoodies I use. Actually, not all of them. Some of them, it depends on the color. The gray and the black ones are 10-ounce hoodies. And the other ones are like 7-ounce hoodies. GSM, I can't tell you offhand. Yeah. But that's all I got for y'all tonight. I gotta finish eating my guacamole. I just made some really good guacamole, and I got some crackers over here, and I stopped eating it, like I said, to go live and talk to you guys for a little while and let you know about that printer. For those of you guys who are thinking about getting a DTF printer, highly don't suggest it, especially if you don't have the business for it and you don't know how to take care of printers. But the UVDTF printer is something that I highly do recommend because you won't have problems with that. You'll have a lot of success with it. Of course, you can't do all the things that you can with DTF, but you can do a whole lot of other things that DTF printers can't do, like hard surface and have that raised up feeling effect. And it's a whole nother niche. You can put those stickers on so many different things, and it's highly, highly underrated. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Let's get out of here. Let's roll out. Listen, put your orders in now. AlanAway.com. And we are out of here. See y'all later.